obviously the very first step is to download the toolbar, which you can get from StumbleUpon.com. I sent you an email with all the links in it. Personally, I have found that if you use Firefox, if you use the add-on that's right in the Firefox tools, that you get the full Stumble toolbar. So I'm assuming you guys can see my screen, and this is the toolbar. Boy, I have way too many. Right here, this is the full StumbleUpon toolbar. One of the most important things about StumbleUpon is that it gets relevant traffic to your site. Not just any traffic, but targeted traffic, which is what you want when you're looking to increase your readership. So once a post is stumbled, by using this little stumble thing where my arrow is, posts will come up across your toolbar relevant to things that you have put in, tags that you have put in, what your likes are. And if someone likes it, they will either thumbs up it, if they care to, thumbs down it. They can tag your post with up to 5 tags. They can send it to Facebook. They can share it with their friends. If you look, and they can write reviews, and you can get all of your information from the info tags. You can favorite it. You can connect to other stumblers, and then there are all the options. So let me go back to the, so I'm assuming you all have the bar.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, once a post is stumbled, if it's relevant and it gets a lot of activity, it will be shown more times. So it's to our advantage, whoops, sorry about that, to continually stumble each other's posts. 1 stumble is great. 2 stumbles, obviously, we're going to get even more traffic, 3 more, and so on. If your posts are tagged with relevant tags and they're categorized correctly, the potential for a post to be stumbled over and over again for years is very high. Oh, well, someone is playing music. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. The important things to do when you sign up are to, and I don't know if
Hey,
I'm going to
I'm on a
try
call.
to get down here, is to make certain that you've declared what your interests are, and you can see mine are all lifestyle because I'm a lifestyle blogger, so that any posts that I want to find out about will all be in those categories. So define your interests. Make sure you fill out your bio, because you can fill that with a few keywords, your site, anything like that. You want to, originally I was taught that it carries more weight when you stumble someone you don't follow because they're not your friends. The truth of the matter is that it's better to have followers, because what will happen is they will stumble you regularly, and so that carries much more weight. When you write your posts, if you're going to write them for StumbleUpon, make certain that you use creative titles. It's a little bit different than SEO titles. If you're looking for traffic from StumbleUpon, people will look at the title and go, "Ooh, what's that?" It's different than writing for Google. So the more creative, the more use of photos, the more use of videos, the better. And the reason for that is, if you use StumbleUpon, you already know that people come very quickly and leave very quickly. and you want to capture them visually. It's different than a regular reader who will go deep into your site. A first-time StumbleUpon may only be seconds, so you need to catch them in those first couple of seconds. The post should be easy to read, very simple. The photos, obviously beautiful, cute, funny, anything that will capture their attention. Now, that doesn't mean that it has to be, you have to write differently for StumbleUpon than for SEO. You probably just have to balance them. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about tagging, because obviously that's how you get the most stumbles, is by tagging properly, and that's what this is going to pretty much be about. Let's see. Oh, I just wanted to show you this. They always keep a list of the top rated websites. Can you see this? Wow. Can you imagine 465,000 views on just that one post? But if you look through the list, they tend to be tech, geek, Star Wars. So 809,000. I mean, yeah, 809,000. Oh my gosh, what I would give for that. Okay. I want to show you the difference between properly categorizing a post and improperly doing it. Now, I wrote a post 2 days ago. I interviewed Rosie Pope from Pregnant in Heels. And it was, I can go into my info. Oh, you know, before that, I'm going to show you exactly how you stumble a post. Okay, so you have your I haven't done this to mine yet. You have your Stumble toolbar. So it's mine, so I'm going to like it because I don't want a thumbs down. And it immediately turns green. Okay, I'm going to move over, and I'm going to tag it with up to 5 tags. And this is going to be, it was an interview with a reality television star. She's a fashion designer, and she's a maternity concierge. And we'll leave it at that. I'd probably do more, but you only need 5 of them. So now I have tagged it. I'm going to go into the info. Now, as you can see, the first time that you tag a post, you'll be asked a number of questions like these. And you'll come up in the corner right here where Deb has. Deb is here today. She actually was the first to stumble my post. It's been stumbled 280 times right here. These are some of the people who liked the post.
Hey Zippy, when you said 280 views, has that people have hit the like sign 280 times, or they've just actually viewed it because they've seen it on Stumble?
I believe they've just seen it on Stumble.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I want you to see what people do when they review a site. They make it, now this is where the SEO comes in. Instead of reviewing the whole site, what Deb wrote was Rosie Pope interview, an interview with Rosie Pope from the page Rosie Pope interview. What this does is it makes it very clear what the post is about. It makes it easier for people who want to hang out and read it. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little because people may be looking for Pregnant in Heels, which is the name of the show. Whoops. And she can't save that. Now, when you review a site, you don't have to. You can just go in and stumble it, like it, tag it. You can. You don't have to. When you review it, it gives the reviewer more clout on StumbleUpon. So if you've done a lot of reviews, the posts that you stumble will carry more weight than another one. Now, I want you to notice something. I had only 280 views, and I should have had a heck of a lot more because her television finale was this week, and I'll tell you why. You see something here? It's categorized as travel, where it should be. I'm going to go down. I'm going to put under television because interview is not an option. And it will take about 24 hours, as you can see, to reclassify it. It's very important to make sure that your categories are correct, or they just won't show up properly. Now I want to show you a post that was properly categorized and stumbled. This is Sandy. Hi, Sandy. This is Sandy's chalkboard contact paper that she did on the front of her jars in her kitchen. Now, why do you see the difference? And let me see if I can get the info up here. It is. Look at how many times that's been stumbled. And it's a fairly new post, isn't it? Sandy's like a month old, maybe?
Yeah, it was, I think, April.
Yeah, a little over a month old. And I was not the first one to discover it, but I was the first one to write a review. If I scroll down, you can see that it was categorized perfectly. It's a craft. So the people who are looking for crafts, who have crafts in their, remember we went back and talked about our interests? If they had crafts listed as an interest, this will show up. Now, mine was categorized as travel. Once they stumble and it comes up and they realize it's not travel, I'm not going to get any activity on it whatsoever. So, but you can easily go in and change it. Let's see. This is how this is actually a screen capture, so I can't scroll down. But this is what your stats should look like. Your back end should look like from StumbleUpon. It should be one after another after another. It's just it's a wonderful way to really drive traffic to your site.
Where did you get into that, Zippy? I'm sorry, I just missed it.
These are my stats.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I thought you went into it somehow on Stumble.
No. Those are my. I just pulled up my stats and did a screenshot so you couldn't see all the other stuff. It's kind of. Obviously, when you have a larger following, more people are going to stumble you, because people tend to stumble their friends. So you want to try to build up your following. You can use the share function again to share your posts with your friends. And by having, what I'd like to see done in Social Fabric with our StumbleUpon group is to make it so that we can list and stumble each other's posts. There are other sites that Deb and I also belong to where we do that. Or you have a post that you really want to have stumbled. Make sure it's timeless. You don't want to do contests. You don't want to do freebies or giveaways. You don't want to do deals or coupons because they're very short-lived. But if you do something that's timeless, you can get a lot of activity on it. So what I'd like to see us do with Social Fabric is, if you'd like a post stumbled, just go into the Stumble Me group, add the post, the link to the post, and put the relevant tags. It makes it easier. You don't have to, but it makes it easier for the stumbler. So again, we're talking about very targeted traffic. We're talking about gaining new visitors. Now, again, you know, those 280 that came to my site that were probably all new will not remain as readers. But if I can keep 10% of them, that's good. It's steady traffic. And the reason it's steady traffic is that there's no rules in StumbleUpon that say you cannot stumble every single day, that you cannot take a post. I've taken old posts that I've written 2 years ago that are still timeless and had them stumble. You can go back through your old posts. You can re-stumble something that's already been stumbled a long time ago. I want you to see something. It's also international. It's not just the U.S., and I hope that most of these people read English. As you can see, the stumbles come from all over the world. And the other thing is you don't have to wait. You know, if you write for SEO and you have to wait for your post to move up on Google to that front page, it can take a while. When you stumble a post, it goes immediately into the queue of stumble. It immediately goes into the queue, and it's ready to be stumbled again. So whatever you're putting in there is fresh, it's new, and it comes up. And the more it's stumbled, the more it's going to come up. That's why Sandy's post was stumbled 8,973 times. It's timeless. It's something that people who enjoy crafts are going to want to know. And the more people who stumble it, the more it's going to come up over and over and over again.
Hey, Zippy.
Yeah.
When you talk about it being categorized, evidently the first person who did it wrote crafts in there.
Yeah.
So is there a specific place that it shows you different categories, or is it just basically whatever the first tag that it gets tagged with?
Okay. I believe it's the, sorry, didn't mean to do that one. No, it's not there. There is, when you go into, if you go into the info, and let me go back to mine so I can do it myself. Sorry, did not need to do that. There is a way when you tag it to make it the first tag, and I'm not seeing it.
Because I'm looking at one that I tagged today, and somehow, because I stumbled it myself. It was one of my posts, and there's actually 6 tags in it, and the first one I didn't even put in. It says blogs, and I'm like going, I don't understand.
The easiest thing to do, Sandy, is to just go in on, you know what, because someone else will not tag it the way that you're going to tag it anyway. So the best thing to do is to just go in and just hit that and retag it.
Okay. Because I didn't know if like a DIY, a do-it-yourself, would be a tag, or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to show you something really interesting right now. If you go into StumbleUpon.com/tag, it's going to show you what people are searching for. So if you really want to get some hot traffic to your site, and you can find any of these tags that people have searched for recently, which is why I put in interview, because that's been a big one. I think television was in there down here somewhere.
Oh,
Video.
Okay, good.
Okay, so if people are searching for, DIY, this is really, it's a great place to come and just check what people are searching for. That way, when you do go to tag it or categorize it, you can pull from this list and know that it's going to come up higher, that it's going to be seen a lot more.
Okay.
And this will change. Yeah, the most popular ones pretty much stay the same. The recent hot tags, I don't offhand know how often they change them, but I'm assuming it's quite often. I don't know if it's daily, weekly, or monthly, but it's certainly nice to see that we can all write a post about zombies if we want. So what I was going to do, you guys all use StumbleUpon now, and what I had wanted to do was to actually try stumbling, but we can do that anyway. So if somebody wants to put a post in the chat that we can all stumble so that we can demonstrate it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we should all do it, though. Where's...
Oh, we can. We can all stumble each other.
I don't know where my chat went. Oh, there it is.
There are also StumbleUpon groups in StumbleUpon, but I'm guessing that it's not something that I would want to have right in front of them, that we're just stumbling each other. So I tend to not use it.
Pass. I like that, Rebecca. There, maybe you should label as zombies.
Which one? Okay, do you want to, which one are we pulling up first? You want to pull up, we'll do each of them. Let's pull up Sandy's. I'm going to pull all of them up. I'm going to pull Sandy's up, Courtney's up, Rebecca's up. Deborah.
Yeah.
Sandy?
Yes.
Your post, your chandelier looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, is that gorgeous? Okay, I'm going to start backwards and go forward. So the first thing that I would do is read the post. Because she didn't, oh, look at that. I want that Hoosier cabinet.
You should see it done.
Oh my gosh. Oh, very nice. I'm going to scan because we don't have a lot of time. So, okay, so I'm going to obviously thumbs up, especially if we're doing it for one another. I'm going to tag it, and how would you want it tagged, Rebecca? I mean, I certainly would do furniture.
Absolutely. Let's see. I forget what I even have it tagged. Let me look here.
I can look and see what it's saying.
What does it say?
Okay. You know what? Back with it. I want to tag it my own way. I'm going to tag it with furniture. We knew that DIY was a big tag.
It's going to be a how-to. It's going to be a how-to also. So.
Okay, how-to. And antique. Okay.
Do you think it would benefit us to all put in the same tags?
Absolutely. It'll make it stumble for those words. And that's why I suggested we actually, when we put it into the group, that we put the tags in.
Mm-hmm. That's super.
And that way, the more people tag it, the more with the same tags, the more it's going to show up under those tags and categories.
So you put in furniture first, okay?
Well, no, actually, you wanted it as a how-to first. How do you want to categorize, Rebecca?
Yeah, that's probably, I mean, the idea behind that, this was my first announcement of Ghosts of Furniture Past, because that's going to be its whole website at some point in time, and that's going to be a big part. So, yeah, it's going to be about taking furniture, antique furniture that is beat up and stuff, and fixing it up and making it usable again. So I want the DIY part, I want the how-to part, I want the furniture and furniture redo, maybe furniture redos or updates, furniture updates, something like that probably.
I don't know if it'll allow me to have more than, that might be too many words. It's usually 5 tags. Oh, no, let it go. Good.
Okay. Cool.
Sometimes it, you know, it's 5 words. It's or maybe I get too many words. It's 5 tags, but okay. Now,
What about the word refurbish?
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
My brain isn't working. I've got too many things on my mind right at the
That's
moment.
okay. We're here to help.
Okay. And from there, and you don't have to review. If you're doing a lot of them, you don't have to review, but you can. And just go find your face and name or whatever and edit.
I learned something because I've never done a review. I've just done the, tags or like it button. So I learned something on this. Thank you.
Oh, good.
So you have to actually go into your account to do the review.
Do you have a StumbleUpon toolbar, Sandy?
I do. I see the tags, and as soon as I hit the tags and hit entered, that box disappeared again. So is there...
Right. So move over to the word info.
Okay.
And click on info.
Oh, okay. So there we go. Thank you.
Doesn't have to be fancy. I'm going to put an antique if we want. Oh, I see what you had originally tagged it. Antique arts, furniture, how-to, DIY.
Trash to treasure's the same thing. Cool. I love it.
Did we look at the tags? We did not. Arts.
For what? What are you looking at now?
I'm looking to see what are the popular tags.
Yeah, do it yourself is a good one.
It's a great one. That'll come up a lot. And so once we're done, we can move down to Courtney's. Oh, we've got Pinterest. I love your craft ideas board, Courtney. That's great. Okay.
Does Pinterest have a button for your sidebar? I saw somebody with one on there, and I don't know if she just made it herself or because I went in and couldn't find one.
I haven't seen one.
I haven't seen one either.
But that would be neat.
Okay,
Yeah,
again, like. Okay. I'm going to check the tags on this one because I'm wondering if social media is a tag or photography is a tag. Let's see how we can get this one.
I tagged it with social and crafts when I tagged it.
Okay, so let's see what the big words are. So, craft.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make
photography on there. Photography would probably be a good one.
I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah.
I said photography would probably be a good one, too.
Okay.
And crafts.
And you don't have to use all 5, as long as they're strong ones.
I am totally not figuring out where you do the review. I can't find that. I'm sorry. I've missed something. So where do where do you have to go to do the review?
Okay.
Rather than just hit at the bottom of their post is what I usually do.
Do you have the toolbar installed?
Well, I thought I did.
What browser are you using?
Firefox.
Okay.
I use Firefox and Safari both, so it may be on my Safari one. I've just got the Stumble button up at the top. So
that's what was happening with Courtney earlier, and we download. If you're in Firefox, can you see my browser up here? And you go to Tools and Add-ons. I have a bazillion of them here. You want to download the StumbleUpon 3.91, the StumbleUpon toolbar, and that will give you the option straight across, including the info. When you go to info, That's where the,
Okay, I'm on a Mac, so mine's a little different. Let me figure out what it is. It's totally different than what you're doing, so I'll figure it out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
just missed.
No, because there'll be a lot of other people with Macs going through the same thing. Now, oh look, so we have, all of us have stumbled this. I'm going to do a review, find my name, edit it, and anything in particular you want on there?
Now look, where'd cyber culture come from? Because that's on mine too, and I didn't add that in.
Let's go look.
Good question. I didn't either.
Okay, that was probably automatic.
See, that's how I think that blogs that came
You want
in.
to put? Would you like it under? It really probably should be under social.
I even put it under crafts originally when I did
That's why
it.
you have to go in and check all the time.
Yeah.
And there is no social.
The cyber culture is kind of cool too because
I bet that's
it's the new thing.
Closest. Although it's not even listed as. Let's put it under crafts.
That's what I had it under.
Current topic, proper topic, and we'll send the report, and it should reclassify in 24 hours. Let me check. Rebecca, yours is listed as arts. Is that where you want it?
I'm sorry.
You're still trying to figure out the toolbar. Okay, you know what? Your current topic is arts for your post. Do you want to keep it there? Do you want to keep it put it under interior design? Let me see if there's a do-it-yourself.
Is there a decorating one?
I'm sure.
Almost everything is art.
Very odd the things that they have here. A design.
No, that one. I don't think that would be it.
Diabetes. You know, we'll let you do that. We'll leave it under arts, and we'll let you go in and do that. That's why. That's why I like to check them. Okay, and Sandy. Oh, that chandelier. That came out so nice.
That is gorgeous.
She did. I love that you beaded it. How cute. Was that your old chandelier? That was your old chandelier.
Yeah, that was the brass chandelier.
Wow, that came out nice. Good photos. That's going to, see, that's the difference. So that'll go, both of yours and Rebecca's are going to get stumbled a lot because of it. Okay, I'm going to like it. I'm going to tag it with.
Yeah, because this is under, I'm just looking now, it's under web blogs.
Yeah.
Wait, proper topic, painting now.
Okay, so once again, you want DIY?
Yeah, do it yourself first tag. I'm looking to see if that's an option. See, now that's not an option for a proper topic, though.
No, and that's probably why. That's why you need to go in. Some of them, if they're the same as the topics, it will go in as the topic, your first tag. But if it's not listed under the topics, I think it randomly chooses. It must randomly choose from your text.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want DIY. What else would you like?
I wonder if I should put it under home improvement.
Yes.
That would be a good one.
Okay.
Let's send report. Trying to think what I put. Let me look. I think I put chandelier makeover.
Lighting.
Lighting, I think is what
Might be people want. Think of what people, just like with Google, think of what people are going to type in as their likes. You know, people are, you're less likely to type in chandelier makeover in a general category, and more likely it would be lighting, home improvement, DIY.
Yeah, and I put trash to treasure just because when I did the Google AdWords, that had like huge numbers of people searching for it and hardly any competition.
Nice. Okay,
So that's
smart.
why I use that.
I know you went to a conference this weekend.
What's that? I didn't
Okay.
hear that there. I heard it other places.
Okay, and once again, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to have fun with this one because it's just a review. Save it. And you're tagged as home improvement. So that's a good.
Okay, yep, I just
you
changed it.
categorized as home improvement, so that's good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. And does anybody have any questions about how to, what to, because this is just really the basics?
Yeah, no, that really helped. I mean, just even I had no idea about the categories off to the side, right where your arrow is pointing, and I had just that. Well, that's the big thing for me.
It can actually
That's
be
good.
huge. Okay, here's what I want to do. Let's report back in a couple of days on the Stumble Me site and see how many stumbles we got just from the 4 of us, to see how many times it was stumbled, each of these posts. That'll be fun. So that would be just 4, or actually, because unless you're stumbling your own, we each did 3 stumbles.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens, see how much extra traffic that brings just in a few days. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about as well? If we're doing something with a client, if we've got a shopportunity and we want to, especially recipes, there are certain categories that really do very well. Crafts do really well. Recipes do, cooking do, anything like that does really well. So make sure that if you're, for example, working with one of the food clients and you're doing a recipe, to stumble that. Because recipes, people will look forever for a recipe. That could live on and on and on, as long as StumbleUpon, actually is. So when we're working with shops and shopportunities and we're writing posts, let's tag them. You want to tag them properly. I don't know, and Courtney, you may have some input into this. I wouldn't tag them with the client's name. It's just something I wouldn't do, because you want it to come up randomly for people.
Yeah.
I agree. You want it to look a little bit organic, right?
Right. So, yeah. So let's say you're doing the ice cream social. You tag it with ice cream. You can tag it with summer, family, summer fun, and it will come up organically in other people's stumbles, which is just what we want to do with this.
And I doubt people on this are looking for branded name things. I mean, maybe a little bit, but they're probably more looking for inspiration and.
Exactly, but it won't hurt.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. You know what? The ones who are going to benefit from that are just are us, because we're going to heck of a lot more traffic, and traffic, I mean, that's why we do this. Do it for traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
So, any other questions?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Zippy.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks,
Zippy.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to